y'all, this is Michelle from the Scattered Scrapper. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be working on day 2 in my December daily. What I'm going to do first is pick out some of these 2x2 squares, and I want to make a grid pattern on the left hand side of my spread. So I'm just going to cut these out. This is the Simple Stories Classic Christmas collection, and it's the 2x2 elements. And I want to get kind of a variety, so I'm looking for different patterns, different colors. I don't need the numbers, just the number 2 or the word 2 that I have up there in the left hand corner. So I'm just looking. And I was thinking I really like the back side of this paper, and I wanted to try and save a block for me to use, but in the end I decided to just go ahead and cut them all into strips and use the different squares to make my pattern. What's the back of this? Oh, it's a blue with little snowflakes that's on the back side, and I was thinking about trying to save it, but that's okay. Maybe I can use the back side of one of these squares if I need to. So I think the last one I'm going to cut out. Yeah, I'm going to bring these over and see what I've got going on. And this paper that I'm using to put my grid on is the Crepe Paper Snowflake collection called Marshmallow. And I'm just kind of auditioning which ones I want to pick to go in this corner. So I'm going to go with the snowman. So I have 2 green and 2 blue backgrounds, and then I have the wood grain with the flower on it, and then that bright red too. So then I think, oh, I need something in this green plaid square. It's a little bit too plain. So I've pulled out, let's see, it's My Mind's Eye Brad's from, I think it's Comfort and Joy. Yeah, Comfort and Joy. I've been using Comfort and Joy and Cozy Christmas in my book this year, but this one is from Comfort and Joy. So I'm going to use my pokey tool to poke a hole, and I could just poke it with the brad, but I want it in a specific spot. I want it right in the center. And I'm going to get some old washi tape that I don't really like the pattern of to cover the tines. And that little pad there is from an Amy Tangerine stitching guide that came with some patterns that you could poke holes in the paper to do different stitching templates, I guess. I'm going to pop up some of these squares just to give it a little interest. And I'm going to eyeball my grid. It's okay for me if the grid is not perfect. Actually, it ended up being a little bit more perfect than I wanted it. I wanted them to be just a little bit wonky, but they're not as wonky as I had anticipated. So now I'm using the Ellie Studio Deck the Halls puffy stickers from their Document December kit. I'm just going to kind of put a couple of hearts and stars and some circles in the diagonal. And I thought about using some of the Pink Fresh Holiday Vibes enamel dots, but I thought it was enough. So here I'm going to use some thickers. They're white foam thickers with, I think it's silver glitter, called Sunny. And I'm going to put that 2 right on top of the word 2. Now I'm going to work on a flap. I have more pictures than I have room for in my page protector. So I'm made me a template with that piece of cardstock there to determine exactly what size I needed to slide into my page protector pocket to make a little flap. And here I'm using the One Canoe 2 Willow in Emerald Meadows, or called Emerald Meadows. And I'm just going back and making sure that I have these measurements right. And then I'm going to fold it over. There we go. I'm going to fold it over and then make sure that I have everything facing correctly and that it fits into the pocket. And there you see I have a flap, so I have space for all the pictures I want to use. So this little picture here is a picture of my girls sitting at the top of our staircase waiting to go downstairs to see what Santa brought. So I trim it down, and then I think that it's kind of fading away into the background of the paper. So I tried several different papers to see, do I want the white? Maybe there's a lighter green or red to help just kind of give it a little depth and separate. That plaid is really pretty, but no, it's too dark. And I thought maybe this green, because the background was green, but it had a little bit too much blue in the green. So I pull out my Christmas Basics papers from Ellie's Studio. And this pink is perfect because some of the little leaves in the background paper are pink. So I'm going to use this pink paper with white polka dots and then trim it up. And as much as I fiddle with this thing to try and cut it right, I still end up having to pull the picture off and recenter it on the background. And now it's ready to go. And I have it down towards the bottom a little bit because I want to have room up at the top to kind of decorate. And the sticker that I put on is from Ellie's Studio's Merry and Bright chipboard stickers, and it says The Magic of Christmas. So now I'm just auditioning a couple of little puffy stickers. So I put that round one that's pink with a red kind of asterisk snowflake thing. And then I put a pink heart, and now I'm going to put a green enamel dot here, and I fuss with this enamel dot to get it just where I want it. And I think maybe I'll put something down here on the stairs, but in the end I decide to just let it go. So I'm going to put some extra adhesive on my puffy heart because it's setting over 3 layers. So it needs a little extra help to stay on. And since it's going to be outside of the pocket, it needs to be able to stand a little wear and tear. So now this is a picture of my girls sitting at the top of the stairs waiting to go down to see what Santa brought from last year. The previous picture was from 2013, and this one is from last year, 2019. They've gotten quite a bit older. They grow too fast. My older one is a senior this year in high school, and I'm not ready. I'm not ready for her to graduate and go on. So I'm auditioning some of the puffy stickers, and I really wanted to put that magical on top, but the way that it was written, it would end up being on my older daughter's head, and I didn't want to cover her head. So instead, I'm going to put one of the chipboard stickers. But first I'm going to use some washi tape in this little plaid, and then this little really thin washi tape, it actually has a green stripe, a gold stripe, and a red stripe. So I'm going to put that on, and now the chipboard sticker, it says Wonder and Joy. So I think, well, I need to put some more things on here. So I put the heart, that little green heart, and then I'm going to use these, I guess it's kind of like a blush color of enamel dots. And it matches pretty well with the pink of the back side of the Emerald Meadows paper from Willow. And of course, I'm going to fuss with the enamel dots to figure out where I'm going to put it. Okay, and then because the picture that's on the outside of the flap won't be inside the pocket, I make sure I put extra glue so that it can kind of withstand being outside the pocket, flipped up and down. So I set that aside for now, and I'm going to decorate this photo. This photo is a picture of me and my husband when we were dating, and this was Christmas at his family's house. He's being silly. So I just used a piece, one of the squares from the Simple Stories paper to get a piece of green that would match the paper on the left hand side to help bring some of those colors over to the right hand side. So I put some of the plaid washi tape down, and now I'm trying to decide where to put this green, gold, and red stripe. I'm going to put that down there on the bottom. And you have to be pretty sure that's where you want your washi tape to go or your stickers to go, because I print at home on an Epson PictureMate, and when things are put down on these pictures, they stick. So you have to be pretty confident that's where you want something. So I'm going to fiddle with the enamel dots, and then I decide to put one there on the side and just trim it off. And they do cut. You just have to put a little force through them. So now I'm going to decorate the card that's going to go in the bottom of the page protector. And I really, really wanted to use that chipboard sticker, the white one with the holly on it, and another brad that I got from the Comfort and Joy brad set. And the brad says joy and has a little sprig of holly with holly berries on it. And so I wanted to use the holly berry chipboard sticker, but it was just too bright of a white. And I know I could have went around the edges with the ink, but I didn't want to do that with that particular sticker. I just really liked it like it was. So I decided to look for something else. So here you see me, I've looked through, looking through these, let's see, Pink Fresh Studio epoxy stickers. I don't know what collection those actually came from, but I decided to go with this one. It doesn't have sprig of holly, but it does have like a pine bough with a red bow on it, and it says Spirit of the Season. So I go ahead and use that, and what I'm putting it on is another one of the squares from the Simple Stories Classic Christmas paper. So that also helps to bring that feel over to the right side. And I'm going to do my journaling on this card about what today's topic is, about these pictures and everything. And I'm going to use a white jelly roll pen to do my journaling. And I'm going to put my title on this card. So I'm going to use the washi tape again. So I've got the washi tape kind of running throughout in different spots here on this card and on the picture of my husband and I, and the picture of my girls. So that just kind of helps let you know that these things all go together. And that shiny gold line was not straight, and I had to make it straight. I had to have a straight line to put my title on. So here I'm using some really gold. It's a really bright yellow gold, and it's really pretty. Little puffy alphabet stickers from an old Citrus Twist kit that I had received. And that I got. I used to be a subscriber to their kits, and I love their kits. And I'm trying to decide exactly where I want to put my title. So I'm going to fiddle around a bit with those letters. And then here I'm using Ellie Studios Jane tile alphabet stickers. Now, there is a trick that I have learned with tile alphabets that I learned from Jenny Garcia here on YouTube. I really love her channel. She has such wonderful process videos for project life type or pocket page type scrapbooking. And one of the things that she does with her tile alphabets is that she kind of bumps them up and down. She stacks them on, overlaps them, and puts them one up, one down, one up, one down, to get them all in a row like she wants them, and also so that it won't matter if they're not all in a straight line, because they're not supposed to be all in a straight line. And I really, really like the fun look of them just bumping up and down. So here I'm going to fiddle with it, and I gave up on that for a minute and decide I'm going to fix that down, make sure it's nice and stuck, and then I can put my letter stickers a little bit farther over. And I had room where they were, but I didn't want them to go all the way across the page. So now I'm just going to get them all on there and put the C on there, and there they are. See, and they just kind of bump up and down, and I just think that's so cute. And I don't know why, but it looks Christmassy. I guess probably because it says Christmas and it's on a Christmas page. So now I'm going to glue down these little letters. It says Christmas is past. And then I have to make sure that they're all nice and straight and all nice and stuck. And that's pretty much how the page is going to be. There's my flap, how it works. And there was my tapping finger. So I'm going to put some Heidi Shine, as Adele calls it, from Inky Quill. But it's the Heidi Swap Color Shine. And I'm going to put it kind of in the diagonal here, just to give it a little bit of glimmer and sparkle. And I'm also going to put some on the bottom right hand side of my journaling card there. And I'm going to add journaling to the red card there, and I'm going to put a little tab on the flap and add some journaling on the underside of the flap. And here's some close-ups. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas season. If you've been enjoying this video and others, please like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.